Please, with a clapping ovation, let's make welcome Mrs. Christabel Augustine for a section to give us tips on how to handle and manage your mental health while you're discovering and leading. This section will be a brief section, and then we'll have the panel section immediately. Please sit tight. The panel section is about entrepreneurship, entertainment, and career. Here you'll be asking questions and learning from experts in their industry. Once again, put your hands together for Mrs. Christabel Augustine.
Good evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. All protocols duly observed. How are you this evening? How are you this evening? Are you fine? Are you fine? You see, some people are not answering me because of one challenge or the other. Today we want to talk, this evening at this time, we want to talk about your mental health. It's very important for everyone to know that this Stop the Cycle team says discover and lead. You cannot actually discover yourself and lead in any sphere of influence without a sound or balanced mental health. That is very important. This is one field that is new, but is affecting the lives of many people, especially young people. I'm here to just talk about a few tips because not many people in our present day Nigeria can think, feel, behave, act properly. Not many. Some people say because of the economic situation, unemployment, hunger, poor infrastructure, and so on. But the truth of the matter is, your mental health talks about your complete state where you can be able to cope with the stresses of life, where you can be able to realize that you have a potential, you have an ability, where you can be able to live well and work well with people, and also where you can be able to be productive and be fruitful. So if you don't have these 4 cadres, you should check your mental health according to World Health Organization. So simply put, what is mental health? Mental health is that part of well-being that affects the way we think, the way we feel, the way we behave, and relate with people. Statistics has proven that 1 out of every 5 Nigerians have a mental illness. Yes, that is to say 53.3 million people. Statistics says that 53.3 million Nigerians have mental challenge. So if you are seated here, you should count 1 out of 5. 1 out of 5 Nigerians are actually having a mental health issue. It is a very important topic that we need to pay close attention to. What is mental health? We may be having some misconceptions about mental health. So many people feel that mental health is when you are mad. No, it's not when you are insane. I have just defined it. It's when you can properly think well, feel well, behave well, and relate well with people. So this misconception has been there, and mental health exists on a complex continuum. It goes from the healthy to the mild to the moderate and then to the severe. So when your mental health is mild, it means you have started having some little distresses, probably from work or from one thing or the other you have not eaten. Then it moves, if not properly treated, it moves to moderate. If not properly treated, it moves to severe. So you should be able to know when you are having some stressors in life so that you can checkmate when it is actually going through these stages. Very importantly, our mental health is a basic right that we must guard jealously. Every single one of us, we must guard our mental health jealously. And mental health, it affects everybody. Mental health issues affect everybody. The rich, the poor, the white, the black, the colored, the tall, the short. It affects everybody. So don't say it is not for me. Don't say it is not for me. It is experienced differently from person to person. We cannot talk about discover and lead without talking about the mind. Neither can we say we can lead in any sphere of influence without talking about the mind. Why? Our thoughts are the things that shape who we are. Whether we like it or not, whatever we think shapes us. And who we will become today or tomorrow, it also shapes us, as well as influences our physical and emotional state. The truth of the matter is, when the body is sick, we can do something. When our body is sick, we can still perform, we can still go about, we can still work. But when the mind is sick or distorted, we can't do anything productive. True or false? So it's important that you learn about mental health. In this summit, we are talking about prioritizing your mental health. Prioritizing your mental health as you discover yourself in this journey and as you lead yourself through. And one of the ways you can do that, you need to connect with your inner self. Somebody say, connect with your inner self. Connect with your inner self. What is your inner self? It is that person that nobody sees. Sometimes we live our lives so fake, full of lies and pretense, and people don't even see the other side of you. So when you're able to connect with your inner self, you will be sure to know that these genuine emotions that flows, like your likes, your dislikes, your strengths, your weaknesses, and all of that, when you package together, you can be able to make money out of it. MC Bakara just gave us his inner self. That's to tell you that every single thing that he's doing, you see, social media has been, I'm sure as he went live, he has gotten more than 14,000 likes already. Why? Because he has connected with his inner self. What is your inner self? And how can you connect with your inner self? Number one, you need to be mindful. Be mindful. Be mindful about the places you are, your surroundings. Be mindful about sensations. Be mindful. Mindfulness is all about being present and being aware of who you are, your thoughts, and your environment, as well as your physical sensation. So it's important that you are mindful. Be present in the moment. When you are in this, as you're in this conference, be here. Don't say they are calling me from outside. My friends are waiting for me. Be here. You heard him. How he's making his money today. He didn't go for fame. He went for knowledge. He was mindful. He knew what he wanted. He went for knowledge, and after going for knowledge, knowledge brought him fame. Very important. We will continue this session because I'm seeing signs that my time is almost up. The second thing you are meant to do, please embrace failure as a tool for success. Embrace failure. Don't say, oh, because I tried, I delved into this and it's not working, and so you back out. You can't afford to back out. You keep going. If you fail, you pick up from where you have failed. Discovery will when you have discovered yourself, you'll be able to pick up from the things that you failed. This guy who invented the light bulb, Thomas Edison, thank you. He tried 9,999 times. Now, he didn't see it as failure. He saw it as a new way to do more things. He saw it as an opportunity to say, okay, since I didn't get it this time and this time and this time, I have found out another way that this thing will not work. So in that business, in this your discovery journey, in your leadership journey, don't tell yourself that because you have tried and tried and tried and you have failed, so you stop. Keep going. Learn to embrace failure as a tool for success. The next thing on the last point there on how to prioritize your mental health while discovering yourself and why you are in leadership. Please learn to rest. Now, person where sleep well, go fit think well. If you don't sleep well, you will not be able to think well. When you sleep, the body shuts down. But that is when the brain begins to do rejuvenation work. The brain gets to work so that every functioning that is supposed to happen when you are awake, it will take place. So sleep well. Sleep well. And lastly, I will not go without talking about the growth mindset. Please, you need to grow yourself. Nobody will grow that business for you. You are the owner of your vision, and nobody knows that vision better than you. So in your discovery of any sphere of leadership, you need to grow. Keep growing. Keep doing something. Change your perspective. Shift your perspective. Adopt a growth mindset, because that vision will not grow if you don't grow. It is only a mind that grows that will make the person grow and make the business grow. I learned from a revered mentor very well. And while reading his book on the topic grow, I learned something strategic in leadership. It's important that you dig deep into that thing that you want to do. Make sure you connect with the right people. Connect with your inner self. Connect with the right people. And please, let that vision be big. Don't think small. Think big. If you don't do it big, you are not doing it. It's important that you do it big or you go home. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Put your hands together for Mrs. Christabel Augustine. Thank you, ma'am, for that speech.